Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. Today I am now seeing is the last day to play Quick Draft Dominaria United. So I thought I would give my third account, my final account, one go, so they've each had one shot at it. I see that Throne of Eldraine is in Premier Draft as well, which I didn't get a lot of experience with that format. I'd be happy to give it a try. Well, a try, I say. I mean, I've certainly played it, but I wouldn't mind playing some more. Ooh, there's some... Oh, this is not the good green saga. This is a bad green saga. 7 mana for this, like, it's just very, very slow. But there's multiple good green uncommons here. Yavimaya Iconoclast, very good. Niall, very good. Destroy Evil, solid removal. After that, it gets a bit manky. Like, yeah, Root Wall is good. Scout to Wilderness is okay. Keldon Strike Team, good for the red-white aggro decks. But I think I'm just going to take Niall. The bots never draft the blue-green stuff. Or they never draft Tatyova and Niall. And I like Simic more than I like Gruul, so... And plus, it's a better card anyway. I don't have to excuse myself to you. Archive Scorn... Hang on, let me move some windows around. Okay. Urtai's Scorn, no. Warhost Frenzy, no. Urg's okay. Destroy Evil's good. Talus Lookout, pretty strong. Writhing Necromass is okay. The land is okay. I think I'll just grab another good blue card. You could take Bite Down, maybe. But this flyer is just such a nuisance. I think I want to land here, right? If we're going to try to play the Niall domain stuff. I'm not really missing out on much. What is this guy's deal? Oh, it's awful, yeah. 2 mana, 2/3 with a downside. Double blue. Yeah, 2 mana, double pip, I guess, is maybe more important. Pixie Illusionist is fine. But I think I'll take the green, one of the green duels. I like black more, generally speaking. Although red, I mean, do I? Red gives you access to that 5 mana Maria's Outrider. Yeah, so let's take this. Best card in here is Balmor. I haven't really seen any evidence that you should be playing red-blue. I think second best card here is the Rager, but you don't really want to throw this into like this deck. If we believed for sure this is the deck we were building, you know, like you want to be mainly green, splashing some other stuff, or like green and another color, but like not. I would like green blue would be the premier 2 colors for that, I think. Maybe green-red, but not green-black. So, like, Rager could be a little hard to play. We could take Scout the Wilderness, which helps you ramp and fix in that green domain deck. You could also just take the land. Like, Scout the Wilderness is not that great. We think blue might be one of our colors. It would be nice to have a land. I'm a little worried, though, I guess, now that I think of it, that I haven't seen any good green cards since I took Niall, right? So maybe I should be a little bit less... I really shouldn't be committing so much to this idea of the Niall blue-green deck. I think I just take the Rager here and see what develops. Or, I mean, I could take Balmor and see what develops, I suppose. Trying to remember what the last good card we saw was. Because, like, the last pack is when I took a land. There wasn't anything that killer in the pack, really. Yeah. I mean, Balmor together with, like, Talus Lookout could be a thing. It's just so committal. Rager fits into any black deck. Yeah, I think I'll take the Rager here. But it's also the first good black card we've seen, so maybe not. There was like Urg Spawn of Turg, which is okay but not great, and that was about it for black cards. So I think someone maybe righty or someone very close to our right is playing black, and there was just a pack with 2 black cards, so a decent one got through. I think it's probably supposed to be Balmor or the land. Could try to force green, I guess. Balmor just has so much more upside potential than this piece of junk. Like, it's an okay card, don't get me wrong. I don't know. I mean, this is pretty good for the Simic decks, I guess. I don't like it. Essence Scatter is okay. The blue-black land is okay. I still think I just want a bunch of fixing. The bots have been taking it pretty highly, it seems like, in my last few drafts, so if you want it, you have to take it early. Second Rager, and that last pack had some solid black stuff. I mean, I guess this is just more like evidence that the bots are always drafting everything but black-white, and you should just be taking black-white every time. Because here, there's like 4 or 5 good black-white cards and not really anything for anyone else. Yeah, I hate it. This is why you should play Premier Draft, I guess. Because you're actually playing with, like, real people, and they can't just always take the same thing. You can't have everyone, like, the people you play against in Premiere are the people you drafted with. Not like the 8 people that you drafted against, but in general, like, all the cards that are dealt out in a pod of 8 drafters get drafted by someone. And so the cards that are played, you know, you get roughly all the stuff that's is being played at an equal frequency because it's all being drafted at an equal frequency. The best cards get played more often, and so do the best more colors, but generally everything gets played. With the bots, you know, suppose that the bots were so simply coded that they just said, I will take every green card that's offered. If a green card is offered, I won't take anything else. If the bots were so simple, of course they're not, but imagine, then everybody's drafts would have no green cards available for players, and so you would just never see green in play, even if there might be lots of good green cards. So I don't know. That's a thing I miss from Premier Draft. I would be happy to play Premier, but I don't know. I just like DMU. I don't know what to do here. This sucks. I'm not taking a negate. Could take a land, but it doesn't look like green's going to be a thing. I don't know. I could just keep trying. What's the worst that could happen? I go 0-3? Take that. Who cares? I'll take a snake. Actually, I'm not that impressed by Rada, but, you know, it is a domain card, I guess. It cuts off the green. Snake is so much better. I'm just forcing green here. I don't have a good reason. Guy's Might is okay. I mean, it's a domain payoff card. But I think I'll just take another land. I'm committed for some reason to playing this deck and only this deck. Could run a Destroy Evil. Don't have any white fixing yet. I think Crystal Grotto is okay in 5-color decks. I like it in 2 and 5. I don't really like it in 3 very much. Because here you really like using it to fix for a color is actually going to be helpful fairly often. Weird that War Leech has gone by. It's pretty decent uncommon, isn't it? I mean, I don't really want it. but I mean, I don't know. Actually, I do have 3 black lands already. I could take it. Sure, why not? Could have a decent Balmor deck if I'd taken that as well. The gate's okay. I really could use some 2s. Oh, the Raven Man, huh? Green, black land. I mean, I guess I'll take the Raven Man. It's kind of an annoying card to play against. Shadow Prophecy also pretty good. Hopefully we can wheel one of these black cards. Okay, here's a Domain Payoff. Here's another Rager. Okay, I guess they're going to make me play black-green. Okay. What is all this red fixing for? You'd have to ask someone else, I guess. I could take the Vine Wall. That's really a nice green card for the Domain deck. Maybe take it over Rager, actually. It seems crazy, but I just want to play a Domain deck. You know, to hell with playing correctly, right? Strider's pretty good, but I've already got a lot of heavy cards. I'd rather have something cheap. Maybe just like this shitty little Snare Spinner? I need more to do on 2. Gardener's okay. Could take another Scout the Wilderness. I think I want the Gardener, though. Green-white land's looking pretty sweet. Zaro Janin is a Domain Payoff, but I don't really have any white fixing. Well, I have 2 Scout the Wildernesses and a Grotto and the where is it? The Gardener, I guess. But I don't think I need big stonkin' payoff cards right now. I just need more lands. Impulse? I only have 1 piece of blue fixing, right? So maybe not. Go easy on the blue cards. Take a Warhorse. Actually, I have a lot of red fixing. Molten Monstrosity could be okay. Gaia's Might, I mean, maybe I need a combat trick. I don't really have much in that direction right now, I think. Sure. There's the Tatyova we've been looking for. We knew it would come around eventually with these bots. So in theory, blue-green is supposed to be open, but they're taking every card except Tatyova for some reason. That's just how they roll. Okay, there were 2 more Shadow Prophecies that could wheel, but there's nothing else here I really want. Here's one of them. I think it's a great card in this deck. Yeah, I guess, you know, if I had known I was going to be offered 3, maybe I would have taken the Splatter Goblin, but I didn't know they would all wheel. I don't want a Weird Mind Rot. I mean, I guess I'll take a Shore Up. More Scout the Wilderness. This takes basic lands, right? Yeah. Not lands with a basic type. Namada's really nice. Okay, let's look at a few cuts here. Like Rada can go. Well, can it? We have 3 pieces of red fixing, so it's not going to be hard to cast, and we should have good domain for it. What I need is like an enlister that lets me tap it without attacking with it. I think 3 of either of these is too many. Double blue is probably asking too much. I don't really want these. Like, I think I want to be mostly green-black, splashing the other stuff, given what we've seen so far. So all of that makes Namada still seem like a good pick. Curve-wise, it's not great. I only have 14 playables. I have to pick up 9 spells. Well, I mean, there's stuff I could sideboard back in, but I do have to find some more spells I actually want to play. Anyway, I mean, Namada's one of them, so I'm just a little worried I have a little too much going on in like 4 mana payoffs. Green-black land seems pretty sweet. What else? I mean, black-white would be a way to... No, I want to run a green-black land, and then I can just throw in a plains instead. That would certainly be better. Okay, yeah, this land's fine. We don't have much removal. I could take the tail swipe. Braids is not that great. Mossbeard Ancient is a huge thing. I don't think we really need a huge thing. Sojourner, it's not a great card, but it could be cheap. This is a 2-mana punch. It's a 1-mana fight. I think we should be able to win fights. I've already cut 1 Scout to Wilderness. Where's my, didn't I draft, I guess I didn't draft the Monstrosity, this guy. I thought I had, but I guess I took something else. It kind of looks like the play here, doesn't it? Not many instants and sorceries to make Tribute to Urborg good, even if I could kick it. I have plenty of Scout to Wilderness. I don't want a 4th. This stuff's all sort of whatever. Molten Monstrosity is... could potentially be very cheap with Rada or Necromass or Warleech. It's nice to have, you know, some trample threats. Ooh, is that a Sprouting Goblin? I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, it's a little... I don't have a ton of red, so, like, it's a little dubious, but Sprouting Goblin's really good. A card with a basic land type, so this can pick up duels. Vine Wall or the land would both be reasonable choices as well. I think that's about it. But I'd really love a 2. Is this another Rada? No, Rulik Mons. I'm not very impressed with Rulik Mons. Maria's Outrider. Some top-end payoff. How am I on spells right now? 25 cards, 7 lands, is 18 spells. There's certainly some stuff I could board back in, but most of it's pretty bad. Well, these 2 would be okay. A red-blue land would be kind of nice, but so would a Maria's Outrider, right? Honestly, I think I need the red-blue land more. Okay. This all looks pretty gross and bad. Let's just take a 3-drop that's sort of got the domain payoff. Vine Wall. What the hell is this doing here? Pick 8? I obviously can't take it. It's not good in this deck. I don't have very many instants or sorceries. I don't want a red 2-drop. This one at least rewards you a lot more when you get to play it, and also you can very reasonably delay it on 3. This is a terrible top deck, whereas this is a great top deck. Yeah. I mean, the turtle's not bad. I could maybe cut the Sea Scavenger at that point. I would love to get rid of some of these 3s, and so it seems stupid to take another, but the point is that that one's actually good. It's green. No thanks on this. Oh, okay, Colossal Growth isn't bad. I don't want to fourth Scout the Wilderness. I don't really need another Sea Scavenger. I don't think I need another Negate. Fine. Okay, this does not seem like a good deck. That's what happens when you force something and like all the good cards are being taken and you try to draft it anyway. But, you know, here we are. I actually have to put something in instead of taking something out, huh? I took so many lands that I didn't come up with 40 spells. Very funny. All right. Blue sources, I have 2, 3, 4... plus this Grotto, so it's going to be hard to play a double blue spell. I wanted to cut the Scavenger is the thing. So maybe I put back in more of these like draw spells and ramp spells. My domain payoffs are somewhat limited, but there are some. I don't know. This, I guess I'll just run this. I'm just going to trust that the mana base is going to be okay. There's no real evidence for it, but wouldn't it be nice if it were? My only white source is Radiant Grove. My only plains, I should say. So it might be nice to run a basic plains, but I'm not sure what I would be cutting. A swamp? Seems bad. But I have a lot of ways to dig up basics, and I don't have ways to... Well, I have just Sprouting Goblin to dig up other lands. So let's... How much green do I have here? 5, 6, 7, 8, plus the Grotto. Maybe I can cut one of these for a plains. Oh no, did you just put in all the white cards, you piece of shit? Okay. Okay, why did I click white? Because I wanted to add a plains. It turns out clicking white added the only white card I drafted and made it put a plains in the deck, but that's not really what I meant. So what we have is a lot of draw and ramp to get us to Tatyova and Niall. I need more blue, but like I have all the ramp. And I have a basic of every type that I can pick up with Scout the Wilderness to help me with Domain. Maybe I should get rid of the Grotto, actually, in favor of another forest, because green is very important. Yeah, I think that's probably right. Okay, I don't know. This doesn't seem like a very good deck. But, you know, that'll be a good farewell to DMU. For now, anyway. I don't know what's coming up next. I think I checked, but it was hard to tell. Shadow Reaper, I guess? Okay, Vine Wall to draw me a swamp is the plan, then? Mountain wouldn't be too bad either. Wow, my only plains, my only basic plains. I don't have anything in my hand that pays me off for playing that, so I think Island is better. Okay. So unless I take a tap land... Sorry. If I take a tap land, I can't play anything next turn. If I take the swamp, I can play the Raven Man next turn. But if I take the red-black land, I have full domain and can play Radha next in 2 turns. I think that's actually better. I forget, do they get to see all of those or just the ones... No, only the one I revealed. Okay. Another target creature. So he won't be good with... like, if he attacks, he'll pump up the Vine Wall, which is not exactly impressive. I would love for them to attack here, and I could just trade Guy's Might and the Vine Wall in. Okay. This Necromass is pretty expensive, huh? Ooh, Mana Worker. They're as desperate for fixing as I am. I only see 3 colors so far. These are Esper colors. You expect a lot of walls in Esper. It's a Knight of Dawn's Light fits in any white deck. Ellis is fine. The Mana Worker and the Juniper are kind of weird. Oh, that's not Esper. This is a forest. I thought it was an island for some reason. What is Abzan doing in this format? Nothing, right? Let's get some more green sources. Actually, maybe I should have gotten another black source. Activate only the sorcery, right? Yeah. Well, this gives me something to do, I guess. 2 damage to my Raven, man. That's rude as hell. Probably should have done it after combat so you could attack with the Knight of Dawn's Light. This is 4 mana? Yeah. So I can play the Vine Wall if I play a forest. An untapped land, I should say. Okay, well, we're not going to get to make them discard very much, but at least 1 card and 1 bird. Maybe more if we're very lucky. We can also keep them from keeping up instant speed tricks. Scout the Wilderness. I'm kind of shocked they haven't tried attacking with the Knight of Dawn's Light at some point. There have been some completely free attacks if they would just do it before spending all their mana. There's still 1 now. Okay, whatever, man. Can't activate the Raven Man, so I'm going to play an untapped land and play a Necromass. I mean, I can activate it and it would be useless. And now the free attacks for my opponent have sort of become more limited. They're at 29, though. That's sort of bad. Ellis has really been doing work, huh? Is that it? I think so. How have they had like 11 creatures, 10 creatures enter the battlefield? What? This doesn't seem right. What if I swing with my big boys here and have a combat trick? I don't know where all their life has come from. Right? Like, they haven't lost any creatures. They've gained 11 life. Oh, Night of Dawn's Light. The flavor text on that. I forgot all about it. Okay. Right, if I just attack with all of this, I can make this an 8/8, and I don't know, like it trades for Ellis maybe? Or a 10/10. Does this give trample? No. So, I mean, trading the Necromass for Ellis isn't incredible for me? Yeah, maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I could do this, pump up the bird, and then trading Rada for Ellis isn't that bad? And if they try other blocks, I have a combat trick to punish. Whoa! I'm being allowed to get away with it. I'm not having to spend anything. That's great. I killed a 1/1 and hit him for 6 and... Yeah, go ahead. It was a land. Cool. Enjoy. What's the trick? Death touch? No trick. Just decided to trade Rulik Mons for a 0/2. Some resurrection effect here? Or reanimate, I guess would be the magic term for it. No? Just bad combat again. Okay. They have 8 mana. They could make this a 6/6. That's fine, I think. They should still pump it, even though it won't manage to kill Rada. Because they take less damage. Yeah. Okay, barricade's not too bad. I wonder if there's some time at which swinging with the 5/5 starts to make sense. How about now? This is when an opponent controls? Yeah, okay. So they have to triple block to kill the Necromass, or else just trade it with LS, both of which I'm fine with. Rada just trades for a crummy little creature if I do this, actually. Because they block with the barricade plus like a 1/3 or something. So I don't think the Rada attack is worth it. It gets in 5 damage, but it loses Rada for a very small creature. Okay, that's not bad. You get a card, I get a token. That's fine. Oh, they get life as well, I guess. Oh, you don't get the card, sucker. Unless it's an instant. Got him! I get a birdie! Okay, that trick doesn't work out as well as you thought, does it? Sarah Paragon? Okay, that's exciting. It's really bad for me. Now I don't really have any attacks besides this 5/5 that seem very good. Namada can give +2/+2 to itself. How good would a 5/6 be? Fine, I guess, actually. Like, I'd rather get more value out of it, but you can't have everything. Swinging with Rada to buff up a bird doesn't accomplish very much, so I think it's swing with these two. Oh, the 3/4, they could just, like, bounce. Yeah, this 3... Well, no, but if this is a 5/6... I don't know. It would trade with the 2/4, I guess? Maybe? If I were lucky? No, or just trade... Yeah, I'm not sure how good that is. Let's just see what this accomplishes. I think they probably let it in? Yeah. They have a lot of life to work with. So that makes sense. But they can't do it forever. They're doing this in their end step at least. That's better for them. My end step, I should say, so I can't activate the Raven Man. What is the text on this? When it's... So that's not a replacement effect. But Namada actually, if they lose Knight of Dawn's Light, Namada's replacement effect prevents it from dying. Oh, but it still gets exiled. Okay. They don't have any way to tap this right now. Although, maybe I should have activated Namada sooner to see if I had a trick. Like, something that would be useful before this ETB'd somehow. Oh, they do have a way! Oh, no. Oh, but you can't enlist it right now. Got it. These two, I think. Great draw. Oh, I shouldn't have been playing my lands because of Tatiova, I guess? Take 2 more Shadow Prophecies? Sprouting Goblin is kind of a lot. But 2 more Shadow Prophecies gets me like any card I want. Was one of those Mary's Outrider? No, it was the Goblin. Oh, did I tap all my black? 1, 2? I guess I only have 2 black sources. Okay. Tail Swipe is great right now. How big is the War Leech? I assume it's not small. The Tortoise doesn't do much. It is kind of small, isn't it? Greatest mana value, so that'd be like, it would be a 3/3? It's not so great. But nothing else really does anything, right? There she is. There you are. I don't know, maybe I should have taken a land. I'm a little bit milling out at the moment. Oh, I tapped wrong, I think. Should have left a green source. Whoops, that is pretty bad. I think swinging with the 5/5 still makes sense. Would make a lot more sense next turn. Or if I had Tail Swipe open. Should have done all this post-combat. I just like couldn't get all the ordering right. I did end up milling a lot, so we need to win very soon. But I think with Tail Swipe, I am in time. Queen all in all. Okay, that's fine, though. It's very big, but it's just one creature. I can chump it for days. Now you can enlist this. Oh, it's a 7/3, not a 7/2, huh? I'm not sure Rada's good, but he can connect for 5 via flyers once. I think that might be better than Namada. Just kind of never gets in, and I don't think the Saprolings are going to matter very much. Oh, and their domain is only 3, actually. So they can't make any creatures very big. I was more worried about Zara than I needed to be. I'm not kicking this, that's for sure. Niall's still in here, huh? I think she might be bad to play. So let's animate a forest. Let's... swing with all the flyers and Rada. I don't think swinging with the 5/5 makes any sense. How much damage is this then? 3, okay, 8 damage plus the 5 from Rada is 13. So put that. We know they're tapped out. They could draw something off a barricade though, conceivably. So we don't know they can't do anything. I still think this is the right thing to hit. They did actually draw something. I don't have Namada anymore, so I don't get the thing, but... Sure, that's fine. He got in his 5 damage. No kicker, please. If it was kicked, mill. So it will not mill in this case. Just wanted to be double sure. Good luck killing me. If they can kill Tatyova, though... Hang on, did I forget to activate Raven Man? I don't have enough black, I see. No, I don't have enough total mana, rather. What did they play? This. Yeah, that actually... No, I have enough damage, I guess, because this is a flyer as well. I thought maybe that missing the 1/1 from Raven Man was a big mistake, and I should have just not played the War Leech. And that's probably true. But I don't think it's going to be what loses me the game. If I do lose, it'll be something else. Okay, those are both nothing cards. I think we win? No, they're gonna sacrifice something? To draw an out? No? Okay. Let's make sure we throw a lot of toughness at this. Just in case they go digging for a creature and find a combat trick. Or they sack a creature and find a combat trick that gives trample. This is just like an atrociously bad block in terms of actually doing something. But I don't need to do something. Actually, letting them gain 2 life might be a problem. The damage I have in the air is 11. They can gain 2 more, so I need to be careful not to kill this, actually. Now, with First Strike, they could choose to let this die. I see. So maybe just this? That's 3 toughness. That ought to be enough to live through any weird shenanigans. Okay, weird thing to spend your mana on. Do I have a swamp in here somewhere? I don't think it matters. Just in case they find another trick, let's actually... Actually, I don't even know if this works. Okay, it doesn't. Very funny. But I get the 2/2s. That's 11. It only gains 2. 1. Thought it was 2 for some reason. Well, we needed all 3 Shadow Prophecies to get deep enough to find Tatyova, but then she swiftly won the game. It seems. I mean... Oh! Ah, that one! I see. That one gains you life when you sack it. I missed it. Okay, that's... interesting. I have enough blockers. Let's make sure whatever this is, they don't get to keep it. Yeah, so actually, like, I could lose the game this turn, and it could be because I didn't get rid of whatever card they drew on the previous turn. I didn't see that they had a way to lose this card and thereby gain 2 extra life. Shouldn't you wait till blocks for that? Okay, you're hoping to find some way to kill me, maybe. Give this trample? Nothing. Okay. I am taking a lot of damage here, but they're out of... Well, they're not out of draw. They could draw something by sacking with Barricade, but then they'll be out of mana to use it. They'll just have one mana of any color, which I don't think a one mana spell is killing me. There's a green combat trick for one, but okay, phew. So... in the end, I guess my post-mortem analysis of this game would be that opponents should have won it, right? They needed to push their earlier board advantage more. Like when I swung with Rada and they just ate it. They were like, oh yeah, I'm at 35 life, it's fine, but like, why give me a freebie? Like I swung with Rada pumping something and they chumped with a 1-1 or something like that. A 1-3? I don't remember the details. And I got some attacks in with the Necromass that also were sort of... they should have punished. And they had some one or two attacks on me they could have made. With their Knight of Dawn's Light earlier on. I think they could be at a lot more life and I could be at a lot less if they had played more... actively. I think they were just too passive, sitting back on some perceived big advantage that Ellis was producing. Like, I mean, Ellis showed up on turn 2, I think, and stuck for the whole game. I'll check for dailies. And he did a lot. You know, without Ellis... I have very few red or white spells. He did a lot, and, you know, without him, I don't know if opponent could have won. With him, I think they could have, but they relied... I don't know, they assumed they were just invincible, and, you know, enough beatings, and eventually you're not invincible anymore. This is fine. I need a land pretty soon, but as soon as I get one, then I get to play this, and I have plenty of land for the rest of the game. And in the meantime, at least I get this shitty little 2-drop. I hate having this guy in the deck. But, you know, that's what happens when you draft a bunch of lands. You don't end up with that many playable spells. You have to... I don't know. I just needed a 2-drop, and this was one. So, I think it's right to put him in the deck, but I'm sad that I'm in a position where I think it's right to put him in the deck. Please kill that. Please lightning strike it. No. Okay. Alright, well, I don't have another play. Joke's on you. My deck doesn't do anything. I think we dig up a mountain if we manage to play Scout to Wilderness, of course, because of Rada. I think with this opening hand, I would rather have been player 2 because the extra draw is really important. I'll block here if they attack. They obviously get to 1-for-1, which, you know, fine. Their creature's better than mine. I'll take it. The alternative is losing 2 life and then eventually something like this happens anyway. Tap land's not great, but it is something. And it means I don't have to dig up a mountain, at least. I can grab an island, I guess? Interesting. This doesn't have enlist, but it likes to be enlisted. I don't need the fixing from Gardener right now. I don't want to put down a 1-1 that, like, is a mana dork they can actually kill. This gives me like a mana card that they can't kill. On the other hand, if this lives and I draw an untapped land, I can kick this, and the 1/1s will be really nice. I swear, okay, so it seems like they were thinking over whether it was worth it to spend removal on my 1/1. So Lightning Strike would be my guess. Another Ellis, everyone's in black-white, very funny. Okay, Flowstone Infusion, sure. I don't know why they didn't play that last turn. Oh, they wanted the Ellis trigger? Okay. If you're pretty sure you don't need the mana, that makes sense. So this is why I didn't really want to have to... Why I would have liked, if possible, to... Well, not if possible. Why I was a little nervous about playing the creature ramp instead of the land ramp. So we have red and green and black. I need blue for this guy, or white, just because I don't have many white sources. I think I'll take the blue. That's a pretty good deal with Ellis around. Yeah, I'm in trouble here. Well, I mean, we knew that already, of course. Can still get in with this, even if I have a creature on board, of course. Tempted to go mill myself so that the Necromask becomes playable quickly. So I don't have to spend like 5 between these. Okay. I think if I hadn't missed those early lands, I'd be doing okay here. As it is, I think I'm not doing okay. I'm doing badly. Attacking with the 2/1's interesting. What's that all about? Why would you do that and not attack with Ellis? You're just going to sack it? Because any trick that works for this would have worked for Ellis as well. And I'm tapped out, so I don't have to worry about counter tricks. So they don't expect... I don't know. They don't expect to win this combat. Or not in a way that would keep the creature alive. It looks like they maybe are planning to just sack it for draw, which would be fine with me. Okay, or they just want it to... Okay, I don't know. What's happening here? Another Flowstone Infusion? Lightning Strike. Okay. So they did have one of those. I was not so wrong. I can play the Goblin and a 5/5, I guess. As long as I tap carefully. Green, red, blue. Go get me a plains, please. Actually, maybe a dual. No, I don't need more white. More green, I mean. Hang on, where is my white? Did I mill it? Ah, I did, okay. So the white dual then. Oh no. Oh god, with Ellis. Oh, this is so over. Yeah. Take 4 here. Have they played a land yet? They haven't. So if they play a land, they can trade this for a card. And some life, and I lose life. No, I'm losing the life anyway. Tatyova might be a good top deck here. But I'm not sure. Maybe not. I don't think anything's good enough. Okay. Like, I'm just dead if they full swing, right? 1 in the air, 1 creature dying. And then this to sack something else and do the 1 more damage. Yeah. So they don't even have to full swing. I thought that a full swing would get more damage in, but it actually doesn't, and so they just shouldn't do it. They should just swing with this in the flyer and then sack something. But not this, because it's dying already. They should sack the flyer. I'm tapped out. You got me. Okay. Sure. Will you let me choose the manner of my own demise, perhaps? Oh, no, you have a different sack trigger. Okay. Well, do I want to die to the Ellis trigger? Or to this? What do you say? Let's lose to Ellis. He deserves it. He was pretty good all game. One and one, is that right? Yep. There sure are a lot of tap lands in my deck. It's tough to play on curve when all your lands are tap lands, but I don't know. I have some rewards for it. Yes, speaking of. Alright, I mean, this is fine, I guess. Could I have a tap land? An untapped land? That'd be pretty cool. Namada, I assume, but maybe Sprouting Goblin could make sense. Pretty cool. When you get... Oh, it's an untapped land. Okay. I made sure I had red and green on different lands here available, so... So I don't really need any more duels, nor any more colors. I just want more green, I think. I have a plains, so this is like a forest. I can always use it for green. I'm not going to need it for white. I have, yeah, I think just a forest, because I want the option to play untapped lands at some point in the future. But not specifically right now. I'm pretty sure I want to kick this, get the 1/1s, right? Rather than just playing it right now. I guess if I played it right now, I could Necromass next turn. That's kind of cool. Yeah, why not? I'm not sure what the 1/1s are really accomplishing anyway. Give me another green source. Ah, this has enlist. That's kind of cool. So if it attacks, it threatens to be big enough to kill the 5/5, and I'll have to trade the Sprouting Goblin for it. Which I don't want to do, because the Sprouting Goblin is a source of draw, but yeah, that's a real problem. Oh, yeah, that does make more sense than enlisting if you're able to kill this, sure. Okay, well, I need to draw something pretty cool, but I also can't afford to take 7, so I can't just sit around and hope to draw with this. That's not something pretty cool. Looking at how I played this game, it sure does feel like I should be running fewer than 17 lands, but I think this is just rather unlucky, right? Like, I've had a few too many tap lands, and that's a problem I gave myself. But, like, 4, 8, 11... 11 lands, but 2 of them I dug up, so... What, I drew 9 lands naturally. Let's just go do a little bit of math just to complain about how unlucky I've been. I've got 15 cards out of my deck, but again, 2 of them I dug out, so call it 13 cards have been taken out of the deck. 9 of them were lands, only 4 spells in my top 13. And that was after filtering for, yeah, you can see 4 spells. After filtering some lands out with these 2 cards as well. And I don't know. I mean, like, wait a minute. My opening hand was 3 duels and 4 spells. So I actually didn't draw a single spell all game. Nothing but lands. That's pretty sad, I think. I don't think you should be building your decks assuming that's going to happen. Enter, return on Mac. Yeah, I never quite understood, like, I know the big wide enter key is nominally carriage return, and the enter key on the numpad is enter. I don't know when that, like, stopped being a thing, or how they're labeled differently on different keyboards. This is a pretty questionable hand. All it really has is a snare spinner. I don't think I can keep this. A snare spinner, and it needs to like hit specific colors of lands to get anything better. Right? It's not like that other hand I kept with 2 lands and a snare spinner where I just needed like a land and I was ready to go. Okay, this has Vinewall. And Gardener. I think that's pretty good. Let's get rid of Colossal Growth. Yeah, Vinewall into Gardener is going to get me some decent stuff going. And then I have Shadow Prophecy. I think I need the Forest, right? To make sure I can play Gardener on curve and therefore play Radha on curve. I'd love the, you know, white or blue lands, but I can pick those colors up later. Okay, I found white anyway, as it turns out. Weird seeing 2 planes and a mana worker. What is this deck doing? 3 planes and a mana worker. Wow. Okay. Unkicked, even though they could have kicked. Interesting. So they want to spend that 2 mana on something else. Or they don't want to trade their 1/1 for my 0/2, I guess. Well, I don't really want to punch any of their creatures. I guess I'll just wait. Sure, I guess. I may as well do this. Necromass still costs 7. Gaia's Might is pretty cool, but also a land is pretty cool. I think I'm doing okay on lands. Let's take a Gaia's Might. So now they should be sort of scared to attack, right? I could swing with a 3/3 and a 5/5? The 5/5 Death Toucher is kind of scary, right? And they know the 3/3 is protected, but they just have to block with this, and I'm throwing this away for a fairly weak creature. I don't think that attack is really that great. Plus, it leaves me without combat tricks to keep my creatures alive when they try to kill them. What the hell is this? By the way, they didn't end up using the mana last turn. They chose not to kick because they don't want to trade here, or they somehow forgot they could kick. Okay, this thing is a real problem. So I guess it's Tail Swipe. Like, I'm not happy about it. Oh, that's a fight! I'm so stupid. I was thinking it was the bite, the punch. Okay, well, the joke is that I wanted to get that into my graveyard so I could have a 5/5. You guys believe that, right? I could have just waited till my main phase and done that, and it would have lived. So, like, that was very, very expensive. I threw away my Rada, and I deserve to lose every game in this stupid draft, but... Great. Yeah. Very funny, Raven Man. Snare Spinner's not bad here, actually. And Island. What is this deck? How am I losing to this complete garbage? 7 planes, 2 mana workers? I mean, they put Destroy Evil in the deck and some token creators together with Vanguard. That's cool, I guess. But I don't know. Oh, they're trying to figure out how to enlist 3/1? Is that what's happening? No. Okay. Still not sure, huh? No attacks. Wow, that's music to my ears. I guess I want to leave... I want to tap the white. Because there's not really anything I could need white for. Except, like, casting Scout the Wilderness. And I already have a white here. So... Or I might want, like, green, green, blue for Tatyova or something. War Leech, sure. War Leech is very good right now. And I think the Tortoise is good as well. So cast this unkicked. It's already an 8/8. I guess I could have made a bird instead. But I think I need more stuff on the ground, right? This is sort of my last chance to have made a bird, though, so I don't know. I could be wrong. I didn't even think about it. So that's certainly wrong. The decision might have been wrong, but the decision-making process was completely absent, which is the bigger sin. Tatyova? Well, not actually good top decks. I'm out of lands. Mono white mana workers, please. What is happening? Oh, that's actually pretty threatening. But I have an 8/8. I don't think they're actually getting that much through. God, can you imagine if I hadn't just thrown away a Rada? I'd be feeling a lot more comfortable, although still not happy. Saving this for Tatyova. I played 2 Shadow Prophecies, is that right? Yeah. Oh, 3? Okay. 12 cards in deck as well. So, plenty left to win with, but I need a specific plan to win with them. I need a... Okay, there's a card that can win games. So I think we swing with the turtle and listing the Raven Man so that I can still have the 8/8 on defense. And it's a little annoying. Like, it's still a lot of damage for them, so they're going to want to block. And I have this trick available, which is fine. I don't know. If I swung with the 8/8, they'd have to commit more to blocking it, but they might just let it in, and then counter swing is pretty nasty. I don't know. Maybe I just let this trade go through for like their Cavalier or something, or their 3/1. I'm not sure. Probably the 3/1 makes the most sense. Because I'm about to have a 1/1 token on the board. The Cavalier, huh? Okay. That's fine, I think. Now I have two huge blockers. They can't really attack. And I have a combat trick as well. There she is. Did I play one too many lands? There are 7 there. Not sure what the last one was played for, whether there was a good reason or not. I don't need this forest, probably. Kind of tempted to swing with everything. I have enough jumpers, or all the real creatures. This is a 5/6, which, I don't know. I mean, I guess they have 10 lands. They can double pump everything. Yeah, 5/6 actually doesn't do anything. Well, they still have to trade 2 creatures into it, and then I can Gaia's Might those creatures, and then, like, what do they have? But I want to use the same trick on this guy, I think. So let's just do this. Maybe this is a play. I remember like the first draft I did on Arena after years and years of not playing and not really knowing like how you're supposed to play well. I think I played mono white because I didn't know like that 2 colors is good. Maybe that's what's happening here. And they like had to take mana workers because they couldn't find enough white creatures. It's possible. So I don't see much justification for mono white in DMU. Okay, what are you gonna kill? None of my stuff with 2 toughness matters. That's fine. I guess I should have tapped it for mana to activate Namada, but I can afford this act. Yeah, they don't have many creatures. Well, we've stabilized in a kind of surprising turn of events. All this fixing in a mono white deck is kind of funny though, isn't it? This is 14. If they don't block at all, I just kill them. So they have to lose something, which means I get a Saproling, which is cool, I guess. And their threat of massive pumps is reducing gradually. Okay. Not much time left. Sure. No damage, please. Not that it matters. I have, like, lethal on board. But let's do it this way. Oh, I shouldn't have blocked with the Raven Man. Whoops. Because I was thinking, oh yeah, this will be a 5-3 and my 3 power of stuff will kill it. But then I sacked the 1-1 and I'm just throwing the Raven Man away for nothing. Oh, they chose not to pump again? Okay, got away with it, I guess. Should have cast a red spell, I guess. Okay, very, very strange deck. I don't understand. Like, I don't remember what got me so far behind at the beginning. It's just like my deck has a pretty slow start, and then I threw away one of the few creatures I had. So I definitely would have deserved to lose to that player if I had. But fortunately, 2-2. We got him. Oh boy. I wish I could look at their whole deck list and just see, like, is there any reason to have all those awful cards in it? I'm mostly thinking of the 2 mana workers and the meteorite. Everything else was, like, fine. They didn't have any of the key white cards, but, you know, they didn't have cards that are just obviously bad. This is pretty cool. So do we want Raven Man on 2? Ah, now there's enough. Okay, hang on. Yeah, now I can have Raven Man on 2, Sprouting Goblin kicked on 3 if I play like this. Looks like more black-white. Okay, maybe just everything. Fetch up an island with this, you think? Seems right. Okay, let's see your last color? A mountain? Nice. Oh no, I don't have red and green. I'm so dumb. Let's get a forest. I have red and I have green, but I don't have red and green. They're on the same... same thing. Whoa! They hate the Raven, man. Okay, fair enough. I think we still just kick this guy and grab an island? Or a blue-black land, I guess. Is there a better... No. Or blue-red? Maybe blue-red's even better. Because that sort of unlocks this green to act like a forest instead of a mountain. Man, look at this cool mirror. We're just both doing the same thing. How nice. I'm gonna kick a worm here. A leech, I guess, not a worm. I could kick this instead, but I think I'd love to have a huge creature. Well, it got a little bigger. I was hoping I could make this super cheap. I don't know, maybe I should be more careful about milling everything. Aw, my stuff! Okay, well, we're about to put down a 5/5 trampler at least. Haven't even drawn Niall a single time, have I? This time I milled her, and in that first game she was in the bottom 2. The other 2 games, I don't remember the details, but indeed we didn't get her. I mean, I could tail swipe this. Seems kind of stupid. Instead, just play a 5/5. This keeps tail swipe up if they try some punch-based removal or something. Which currently doesn't look like it would work, but maybe they play a big creature and try to punch. I can respond by tail swiping. Although I guess I would still lose that fight. If it's something big enough to punch this, it's also big enough to kill it in the fight, but I don't know. Like, if they played another monstrosity and then tried to fight, right? But they don't have the mana for that, so I don't know. It just seems nice to delay this draw. Maybe it's not. Maybe if I'd drawn a land, I could have played it. I don't know. Sure. I don't think there are tricks in these colors that keep this alive. I mean, there's Shore Up, I guess. But there's nothing that's going to, like, really punish me. It will make me lose the monstrosity if I try to punch the flyer. On the other hand, I don't really have to punch the flyer. I can just start swinging with a 5/5. So let's go looking for answers, I guess. Or threats. I don't know which I need more, really. Just cards, I guess. I have a lot of red sources, but they're all tied up in, like, other colors I need. I guess the forest. That tap looks fine. Leaving open red and green is best. Give me more green. Funny game. I just have this 5/5 and neither one of us has done much else otherwise. I mean, I played a big creature and they killed it. It is tempting to kill that. I think I'll try. This isn't a guaranteed answer, but it's kind of cute. And mostly safe. Actually, I have a lot of green now. Let's sack this one. A lot of black, too. It's actually sort of nice to have a single land that's both red and green for this ability. Okay. I could have swung with everything, actually. Doesn't threaten lethal, though, so I'm not sure if it's that great. Oops, I don't need to stop there. Just misclicked. Actually, if I had not dug with this, swinging with everything would be pretty close to threatening lethal, I think. I think it might have actually been lethal. I was just so excited to draw, and I didn't really look at how much damage I was threatening. But, no, I think they would have just, like, blocked here, and then I don't really have enough no matter what I do. I could have Colossal Growth and killed this, but it wouldn't be killing them. I don't think you can attack, right? Did I play a Raven Man in this game? I did, yeah. They killed it early with Smash to Dust, that's right. This is lovely, of course. Let's actually tap... I don't know. I'm not sure why I'm doing it like this. Rada's pretty strong. The turtle is okay. Everything else kind of stinks. I can just barely play Rada this turn, right? After playing the combat trick. Wow, that's bold. Can't kill them, but I almost could. That taps all my green sources. I don't like that. Let's do it this way. This leaves up a green, but no red? No, it does leave up a red. I could play the tortoise, but I think it's more important to hold open Colossal Growth. And the Shrouding Goblin effect is fine as well. Interesting they didn't want to dig for something. Huh. They need 6 lands for something specific? Sure. That's fine with me, dude. If I don't end up having to use Colossal Growth this turn, it probably is lethal. Okay. I mean, I can't do anything about this, so sure, it resolves. We'll see what step they want it on. I'm happy with losing the turtle. Apparently they're going to sack... Why do you choose step 1 if you didn't want to do this? Some reason you'd like to delay the turn 2 effect till next turn? Seems unlikely. I don't know. Just bad? Now, I feel like Swing All ought to be lethal here, right? They're tapped out. This is a 10-10 Trampler. I can make another thing a Giant Trampler. This is a 15-15 Trampler. Yeah, let's just play a land. And a turtle, in case I still need to play green cards for my daily. And full swing. Still getting through for 9, right? But, okay, in case this is my daily. There we go, an orgy of destruction. Very good. I actually could have done 1 more damage if instead of pumping Rada, I had pumped the other guy even more. Because all of that damage was getting through, whereas one of Rada's pumped damage was being wasted on killing that thing. But this way I get to keep Rada alive and kill more creatures. I don't think it matters. Oh, I have to cast red and... Oh, this is so hard. I've complained many times about how stupid the daily system is here, and some of it is stupid on purpose, and some of it I think is stupid for lack of creativity. I don't really know where the dividing line is on that. When I say stupid on purpose, of course, I mean like the people who design the game and the systems have different goals in mind than I do. And so what they're doing looks stupid to me, but they have a different goal, and so it makes sense to them in a way that I can understand, but it's still stupid. This isn't great, but I'll take it. Ooh, relic. Everyone's going domain today, huh? Or just lots of colors anyway. We've seen everything but blue from them already. Speaking of, okay, domain is 5. Have fun. I could run out Namada, but it's more mana efficient to get the Scout the Wilderness out quickly, which I think is perfectly fine. Oh yeah, I don't get to see it. They looked at 3 or 4? 3. We pick up a plains, our domain is all the way set. Niall. I don't feel like I should allow that when they're already at full domain. It's a little bit hard to kill, but I guess it's not impossible, right? I can just develop Namada and tail swipe it. Okay, actually, it's not even that hard. I was just hoping to cast Prophecy this turn. Red, white? Oh no, they have 2 mana. They could have any number of tricks here. They have something. The good news is, I guess I have Gaia's Might in reserve to counter their trick. Doesn't look like I have green, but I have the Gardener. Can't beat that. That's pretty bad. Doesn't give reach or something? No. That's pretty bad. The rest go on the bottom, right? Yeah. Well, we're both going to be drawing pretty well for a while. Ah! No attack? Oh, Namada has reach. Holy shit. I forgot about that. Okay. Black. Don't think I need white for anything. Blue? I can still cast... What's her name? Tatyova if I draw her. Raven Man's looking pretty weak right now. But he is a threat. Like he does something. Could hang on to this, I guess, in case I eventually draw Tatyova. But I want to... Well, I already have 4 mana. 5... Oh no, this doesn't give me more mana this turn. Well, I'm certainly playing the Raven Man. An annoying threat for them. You know what? Having more black available would be nice, I guess. Oh, I can't play both of these. I miscounted somehow. I don't know. So they might have trouble getting all the cards out of their hand here, in which case the Raven Man will see some Value. I can't give hexproof, can I? No. I can't shrink it. That's also very sad. Now Niall gets to start going off. On the other hand, I do have the Raven Man to make them discard cards, so getting to draw stuff is still very good for them. But they probably can't spend all of it, right? Jesus Christ. Oh, this is pretty bad. Okay. Sure. Do I need more red? No. That tap is fine. Snare Spinner's really good. And the other Shadow Prophecy. Means I couldn't make them discard with Raven Man, but that doesn't seem very important in this situation. Yep. Just kill me. I hate my life. Not risking Niall. That makes sense. Okay, let's get a bird, I guess. Lands are good for them too. Pass? Raph. Oh, this deck, it's full of all-stars, man. Oh, I hate that sound. Oh, man. I guess it's sort of free to kick this, just for fun. I need an answer, man. Don't pay green. Black, white, and blue. No, not blue either. Well, that's fine. Because Tatiova is one of my possible answers, right? I want to make sure I can cast her if I get her. This isn't going to do it. Take a land in case I hit Tatiova and a worm. Worm's only a 4/4, sadly. Oh, now I can't kick Sprouting Goblin without shuffling that junk back into the deck. Oh no, it's in the discard. I don't know. Everything sucks. If they use Raph, I can't even trade my 1/3 for a 4/4. By the way, this guy's been crazy. He's allowed me to 1-for-1 with 3/3 flyers. You know, he himself isn't doing it, but he's let me turn in my combat tricks to kill their 3/3 flyers. 4/4. I mean, do I trade with it? Or do I chump? Or do I go to 1? I guess I go to 1. Do I keep the Raven Man around and use a Death the Gardener on this? No. I don't know. I'm going to lose this game, but I'm trying to find the right decisions to make anyway. And that's game over. Nothing left now. I need to cast like red cards or something. That's a cheap red spell. The last basic land in the deck, huh? Yeah, I mean, opponent's deck had more of the All-Stars than mine did. I was missing stuff like Destroy Evil. And the Destroy Evil and Shore Up were both very good for them. I was afraid to run those because I didn't really have much white in my mana base. I had 1 or 2 chances to draft to Destroy Evil and didn't take them. I forget what I took instead. It was probably fine. But Destroy Evil's better, obviously. And I just had so much trouble drawing my... Like, right? Nael and Tatyova both in the bottom 5. Rada, not that big a deal, but also pretty low down. My Necromass, pretty low. Wouldn't have helped in this game, but I don't know. The deck didn't have that many great cards, but I gave myself a lot... Okay, Namada is great. I gave myself a lot of ways to get to the great cards with the 3 Shadow Prophecies, and they were still just on the bottom every game. Oh well, I mean, we got 3 wins. It's not an embarrassing outcome. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I guess we're done with DMU for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.